Hello everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading regarding what are some things you don't acknowledge about yourself or that you don't really appreciate about yourself that you should. So let's just get started. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. I'm going to give you time to pick your groups. And yeah, I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Alright, hello group 1, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what are some things you don't acknowledge about yourself, and let's just get started. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, Strength, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Okay, so since I accidentally said 9 of Wands, I definitely feel like you don't acknowledge yourself as a whole. You don't acknowledge what you've been through. You don't acknowledge the strength that you have. You have much, I'm not even trying to minimize other people's strength. I'm not trying to build you up by tearing other people down. But one thing I'm hearing is that you have more strength than the average person. You could possibly know this, but I feel like you don't acknowledge it as much as you should, because it's like you feel like you have a burden on you. I feel like there was many times that you wanted to let go, you wanted to be done with this, you're like, I can't do this no more, but you still carried on. And some people obviously don't do that. We hear about it all the time. Some people don't do that, and the fact that you were able to do that and still carry on and still be a really good person, because that is exactly what I'm seeing with the strength, because strength could also represent compassionate nature. So the fact that you were still able to be compassionate and carry other people's burdens, I'm hearing with the 10 of Wands, like you helped people when you really didn't have the help yourself, or you didn't have the mental capacity or the mental strength to do it, and you still did it. You carried other people's burdens is what I'm hearing. And I feel like you know this about yourself, but you don't acknowledge it as much as you should. Like, I'm not saying, oh, you should gas yourself up about it, but it is something to be pretty proud of with the strength. It is something to be very proud of, because not many people can do this. Not many people can go through their own problems and still be fine, let alone take on other people's problems as well. There's also something about your voice. For whatever reason I heard, you can be very kind-hearted, and the way you speak is probably very soft-spoken, and if you're not, then you're just very kind with your words. With the Queen of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you're not realizing and acknowledging that you're a blessing yourself. With this Lovers and Queen of Pentacles, you are the blessing. You're the blessing. It's not you have blessing. No, you are the blessing. I'm getting this with this Lovers and Queen of Pentacles. This could also signify that you have a lot of blessings around you, and you're not acknowledging that because of the mindset that you're in. It's like you're too worried about the burden that you have, that you're not even paying attention to your amazing personality and then overall the blessings that you do have. But one thing that I am for sure hearing is that you are the blessing. I'm feeling like your personality is A1. It's 10 out of 10, because with this Lovers, I feel like you can match with anybody. You can tailor yourself to anybody. You can adapt to anyone, making it in a way where you could just connect to everyone. So I'm hearing that you are an empath. But with that being said, let's get into your bottom deck energy. We have the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so with this, I'm already hearing a story. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe you have been having trouble, maybe in the past, or you're still having this trouble of finding a home. You never felt like you had a home. It's always you're left out. Even if you were somewhere, even if you were part of a group, there was always a sense of you feeling left out. There was maybe always a sense of people giving you their problems and then leaving you. You see how now you're carrying all that baggage, that maybe people treat you wrong, and now you have hang-ups, you have you're just insecure about certain things, or you're just left heartbroken and you're left scarred, and just people leave you like that and they don't even care, and you're just like, I held all of this down for you and you're leaving me. And they leave you with their burden. They leave you. So I'm getting this one picture. If I could find it, I'm gonna enter it in. I'm gonna write this down so I can remember to write this photo down. When I'm editing this, but that's only if I can find it. Okay, but it's this photo of someone ripping the person's heart out. There's two, but I can't really describe the other one because I don't really remember it as much. But there's one where they're ripping the person's heart out and then leaving. There's another one where it's a battery, basically. You're full bars, you meet this person, now you're one bar and they're full bars. They took your bars and then left you. So that's one thing that I'm definitely getting. They leave you like that and you're just like, now I'm here to sit, I'm left here to deal with my problems, their problems, and then other people's problems. And I feel like you don't acknowledge this about yourself. You probably know it, but it's a bigger problem than you think. It's more serious. And even if you know it's serious, you're not doing anything. You're just like, okay, it's just because I'm a good person. Yeah, you could be a good person, but that doesn't mean you need to be left like this. Like, you can't even walk. You can't even walk without sticks. People, how they have sticks. Like, this person has sticks, and this person gets to walk away. Like, you see how that doesn't really make sense? And where is this? Oh, that person's leg's right there. But we have the Ten of Pentacles being on this side. So maybe you have a very big family. You have a family, and maybe you're not acknowledging that. Yeah, you do have, maybe you have fights with your family members, but it's like at the end of the day, they will still be there for you. Maybe you're not acknowledging that even though you guys could fight with your family all the time, your mother, your father, or whatever it may be, you fight with them all the time, but at the end of the day, they're still going to be there for you. Even if they don't like you, even if it's like, no, they're still going to be there for you. And that's something that you're not acknowledging or you're not taking seriously. This could also mean that you've took time to build where you're at right now. Even if it's not as far as you would like it to be, you've taken the time to build. You really put in the work. You're working on something that's going to last generations. And even if it's not something financial, it's your mindset. Because now when you have kids or whatever, you're teaching them the good morals that you have, and now you're raising good people. And guess what? Those good people might attract blessings that you didn't get because they're good people. This could also mean teaching other people things. You're making the world a better place. I'm hearing a light worker. I'm hearing light worker. You could be a light worker and you're an empath, that's for sure. Now with this Four of Pentacles being on this side, I feel like you're not giving yourself a lot of love. You're being stingy with love. You'll give other people love, but you won't give yourself love. This could also mean the opposite, that you give yourself overly love, but that doesn't make sense because there's no limit. But I'm hearing that you don't give yourself enough love. You could very well give yourself love, but I'm hearing that you're not giving yourself enough, and you're not giving yourself the credit. You won't give yourself the what is that called? You won't give yourself the satisfaction that you're a good person, or you're someone that's very adaptable. Like, you're not giving yourself the satisfaction. See, I can't even say it. See, it's like that. Yeah, I can't even say it. So I'm hearing that you guys don't give yourself compliments. You can't post yourself because it's like, I can't do that. So I'm hearing self-hatred. But I feel like you're not acknowledging. Oh, wow. And then the Three of Swords showed itself to me. I feel like you guys are going through an extreme heartbreak. This could be from an actual relationship, because we do have the Five of Pentacles here, and then it was Three of Pentacles. Not Three of Pentacles. Three of Swords. But this could literally just mean that it's just you're going through a heartbreak from everything that's happened to you in life, and I feel like you're not acknowledging the fact that you're an extremely good person. And you literally just deserve a break. The Eight of Wands showed itself to me, so I feel like things happen really fast for you. I feel like you could be a very ambitious person. A very, very ambitious person. It's like you want something, you're gonna go full speed ahead to it. Maybe you plan first, but it's like you're not taking no for an answer. I'm just getting, it really breaks my heart, to be honest. But with that being said, let's get some more cards. Spirit, what is something good one doesn't acknowledge about themselves? Some of you guys could be crying right now, or yeah. This is so freaking sad. Okay, Spirit, what are some things that one doesn't acknowledge about themselves? Yeah, I feel like this is really gonna be a really emotional reading, because I'm feeling emotional right now. Like, the two cards that came out, You don't understand. Like, it really hurts to see this for you guys. And, like, my eyes are literally watering. It really hurts to see this. Because what I'm about to say is, like, so painful to say. It really is. Part of the fact that I really know where you're coming from. Right? Okay. So, yeah. We have the Empress being your bottom deck energy. So with the Empress being here, and then see, we have the Empress and the Emperor, they're counterparts. Okay. So one thing I'm seeing here. So we have the Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and then the Ten of Cups. So I'm seeing that you guys put your hearts on ice. You felt, maybe because of your family members, because this is, I'm feeling like this is the more family side, because maybe someone told you it was not okay to cry. It was not okay to show emotions. So now you put your heart on ice. I feel like you are a very emotional person, but you choose not to show it. I'm feeling like you worked really hard to love yourself. If you don't even fully love yourself now, whether or not you do or not, you've worked really hard for it. I feel like what I'm getting with this Four of Pentacles and then this Seven of Wands is you work really hard and you really don't get the work or the success that you're supposed to have. You work extremely hard. You're like, I work so hard for what I do. Why am I not getting what I deserve? And it's like, there's a sense of working hard and getting nowhere. But I do feel like this is changing for you because it is on this side. But I'm feeling like before, it's like you would work really hard or you wouldn't reward yourself enough for it. That's a really major thing that I'm getting, especially with this Emperor. You were maybe taught, or maybe you were shown that, no, you got to keep working. Don't reward yourself. No, keep working. And with this Ten of Cups being in the middle, it's like all you want is happiness, to be honest. I'm hearing that you guys felt like you were left out. Like you got, when it comes to family-wise, it's like your family wasn't as good as other families. It wasn't the ideal TV type family thing. And you're just like, why did this have to happen to me? I'm a good person with this Empress being here. I'm a good person. So why is this my life circumstance? Why is this my life circumstance? What did I do to deserve this is what I'm hearing. And then you're just, and it's like, this is a repetitive pattern I'm hearing. There could be change because we do have the Chariot, but there's this repetitive pattern of you working hard, you're not rewarding yourself of it that much, and then you feel bad because it's like, if I do that, it's like, no, that's not what I was taught, or that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to sit in my power. I'm supposed to keep working. I'm not supposed to feel anything, but meanwhile, I still do want happiness. And you're just like, okay. Like, I feel like you guys are like cold. Like, you guys are the warmest of the warmth, but you're also a bit cold. It's like all you want is happiness is what I'm hearing. But then maybe there's just one person. It could represent a father, because the Emperor does represent father. It could be your mother as well, or even both parents. And you're just like, okay, all I want is happiness. But no, we always gotta work. We always can't reward ourselves for what we do. We can't ever be happy. We can't ever do this. It's always I can't. What about what I can do? And I feel like you guys are just like, it's like all of this, you don't acknowledge it. You don't. And even if you do, as much as you would like to say you do, you don't give yourself the credit. You don't give yourself time to settle down. You don't give yourself time to rest. Enjoy your life. I hear that maybe you do enjoy your life, but it's like, still at the end of the day, you're like, okay, I can't do too much of this. I feel like another thing is you project yourself into the future too much. You're like, I gotta work now. I gotta keep working, because what about when I'm old? Who's gonna pay my bills? All that type of stuff. You work too hard. And I feel like there's an imbalance. This could represent balance with the Emperor and Empress, but I'm hearing imbalance. It's like, you need to balance these two. I feel like they're looking at you and they're begging you to balance these sides, your feminine side and your masculine side. They're asking you, please balance us, because you're going through it. You feel like you can't be a certain way, and then you feel at the end of the day you still have to be this way, and then it just leads to instability. It's like you're not see with this, wow, I'm sorry if you guys can hear that, but with that, since I cut it, I don't even remember what I was saying. Like, But with the Emperor, yeah, I feel like with the Emperor, this is exactly why the Emperor is the cause as to why you're not acknowledging what you have accomplished. Yeah, okay, this is what I'm getting. Since it's on this side, the Emperor is the one. I feel like, okay, the Emperor side of you is the reason why you kept going, but it's also the same reason why you don't acknowledge what you have now. You don't acknowledge what you've accomplished now, because it's always the mindset of, no, I got to do better. You get it? And now the Emperor, since it's being in the middle, yes, oh my God, it makes perfect sense. Okay, the Empress is the reason why you're a good person, but it's also the reason why you carry this burden. You are overly friendly to people, and you allow them to put their burden on you. And it's because I feel like you can't maybe say no, maybe, and maybe you're moving into being stingy with your energy, since it is on this side of it, the right side. So this could be it. And you know what, this could represent that you're stepping out of that, but you really need to acknowledge your past. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, because it's on this side. You need to acknowledge your past. So maybe you could be working on saying no, since it is on the right side, and this kind of represents what's happening now. This is the beginning, this is the middle, and sometimes for me this represents what's happening now. So maybe acknowledge your past, acknowledge the fact that you were like this, or if you're still like this. But the Emperor is the very reason why you feel left out. You feel you're wounded after a while, because you allow these people to put the burden on you. You take on other people's burdens because of your kind nature. Now, with all that being said, I just definitely feel like you don't acknowledge how much of a good person you are. It's like deep down you know that, but you will never say anything about it, is what I'm hearing. You don't want to come off as bragging. No, brag about it, because at the end of the day, you know how many hits you've taken for people that probably aren't even here anymore with this Five of Pentacles. So with that being said, let's get some self-care cards to see what Spirit thinks you should do, and what you should do. We're gonna get this deck. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle them a bit first. Yeah. Okay. Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do about the, what are some things Group 1 should do? Spirit, okay, we have be still. Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do? Okay, what is this? We have meditate. I'm gonna get one more card. Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do? Or 4, I don't know. I think I'll do 4. Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do? Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do? Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do? Okay, we have connect with your ancestors. This card is so beautiful. Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do? I don't like how this is set up. Why is it doing that? I feel like it's crooked. Spirit, what are some things Group 1 should do? I just heard be happy. That one song, be happy. Spirit, what are some things? Oh yeah, and then the alarms start going off. Yeah, still your mind is what I'm hearing. Okay. We have spend time with friends. Also with read coming out. And then your bottom neck energy is sing. So maybe, yeah, I said there was something about your voice. So maybe you like singing. Okay. So I just heard Naruto, and I read Naruto right there. But we have, okay. We have be still, meditate, connect with your ancestors, and spend time with your friends. Your true friends is what I thought to say. But connect with your ancestors, also connect with yourself. Meditating and becoming one with yourself. Yeah, that makes sense, because usually these problems happen, I'm talking about like taking on burdens, is when you don't love yourself. That's what I've come to learn, is this happens when you do not love yourself, because this could also happen, like maybe you could even love yourself, but not really acknowledge your value, because of the simple fact that it also generates attachment issues and what is it called? what is it called? Oh my God. Abandonment issues. You feel like you have to go above and beyond, take people's burdens so they won't leave you, but in the end they leave you anyways. So I'm definitely hearing you need to acknowledge your self-worth. Yeah, because you're someone that's extremely valuable. One thing that I also do here is that everyone knows this. Everyone knows this, and you look fine. I feel like I had to say that. You look fine. Your personality is beyond amazing. So you need to know that. Don't doubt yourself. But we have be still, meditate, and connect with your ancestors. Wait, we have be still, meditate, connect with your ancestors, and spend time with your friends. And then your bottom deck energy is sing, and then we have build strength, and then we also have dance. So spend time with yourself. Yeah, you can spend time with your friends, but do things for a long time. Build that connection with yourself. Build a connection with yourself. That way you know and you feel that you don't need anybody, because you really don't. With that being said, yes, everyone, that was your reading. I hope that helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what you don't acknowledge about yourself, and let's just get started. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Okay, one thing that I heard when I was shuffling your cards when the 3 of Pentacles came out and the 7 of Pentacles came out is that there's 2 things. 1, you work on other people's stuff more than you work on yourself, because you want to help people with what you do. You want to help people with what you know. With this Hierophant, it's almost as if you could be a teacher figure. You know a lot of stuff, so you try to help people as much as possible, because this is sticking out to me. It's like, you see how the bigger person is giving the little girl the cup? Yeah, so that's what I feel like you guys do. You give a lot of your energy to people. And now let's go into the other stuff. Now, I do feel like you're the glue in a lot of things. You're someone that holds things together with this, because this sometimes can represent stinginess or possessiveness. But what I'm getting off of these cards right now is you're the one that holds things in place. You hold these things in place. You're the Hierophant. You keep things committed. You keep it connected in a tradition. This is you. You are the main character. I don't know if you guys know about those memes, like the main character person. Yeah, you're the main character, even if you don't feel like you are. Even if you aren't the main character, you're just someone that holds things together. With this 3 of Pentacles, if you're not there, there is no 3 of Pentacles. They can't replace you with anyone else. You are the star student. You are. I feel like you've worked to do this, because maybe in the past you weren't like this. Because with the 6 of Cups, I'm getting that you're almost as if you're a soulmate to people. You are a soulmate, not just. See, this is okay. This is what I'm getting. It's like, I'm not getting human vibes. You're an angel. I'm not getting human vibes. You're special. Very, very special, and you're not acknowledging this. You're not. Let me just tell you right now. Let me be the one to tell you. This is not like a human type special. This is like an angel. You're an angel, because everyone has a soulmate. But I feel like you are the soulmate. You are a soulmate person. Meaning, when I say this, I mean, when you come into someone's life, you're their soulmate. They might not be your soulmate, but you are their soulmate. You get what I'm saying? Is because you bring a lot of value. It's something of that nature. It's not just a regular thing. It's either you're a karmic person or you are a soulmate. You're one of the two. You're someone that holds a really major role with this Hierophant in everyone's life. This is how much value you have. And with this 4 of Pentacles, you can be stingy to the fact that you don't acknowledge the value that you have. And even if you do, you just need to acknowledge the fact that you're just like on an otherworldly type level. It's not a human-based level. It really isn't, because the 6 of Cups is a soulmate card. And the fact that we have the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles here, and the Hierophant, it's more of a spiritual thing. It's more of a angel type thing. You are the glue to everything. I heard matriarch, or you could be the patriarch. It doesn't matter. You're the glue to everything. You are the soulmate. Wow. Okay, you're gonna hear why I say wow. So your bottom deck energy is the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Sun being here. And then we have, oh, not to mention, I kept judgment out because that had also came out. So you see how this is like an angel right here, judgment. I feel like, not to put anybody else down, but I feel like you are the one that has the ability to judge. Because I'm not hearing human. I'm not. It's more of an angel type thing. And I feel like your ancestors, God, or whoever you believe in, is watching you. Now we have the Emperor being here. So with this, you hold a lot of power. The Sun is an extremely powerful card, to be honest. I mean, it is the Sun. So what I'm hearing now is that, like I was saying, this is that part of you that I was saying, you work on other people's stuff more than you work on your own stuff, or maybe equally. It doesn't really matter. You work on a lot of things all at the same time, so it kind of gets like burdening for you at times. Now, one thing that I also heard, that you could be a little stingy, maybe not, maybe you are, take it how it resonates, but with this Emperor being in the middle, you are a natural born leader. You need to acknowledge that you were destined to do something. I feel like I would even be very disappointed if you didn't become something, because this is ridiculous. You're an angel. You're not a human. Like, obviously I mean that in a metaphorical way, but I'm really getting angel vibes, not even human vibes, but there's a judgment being here. I heard as above, so below. So maybe that resonates for you somehow. But what I'm hearing is that, yeah, and then the Seven of Cups is showing itself to me. You're definitely a fantasy. It's like you're a fantasy to everyone. So maybe you can be very, very attractive, or maybe your personality is extremely attractive, or both, or handsome. I didn't say pretty, I said attractive. But we have the Sun. So yeah, with this being on that side, of course, like I'm saying, you guys, you're the glue to maybe your friendship. Maybe you're a part of a three, like a trio, and you hold things together. I don't feel like you leave people out. Also, maybe you're not acknowledging the progress you've made, because I feel like you did make a lot of progress. You teach people a lot of things. One thing I keep hearing is value, power, worth. That's something that you're not really acknowledging. Even if you do know your X, Y, and Z, you need to acknowledge it more, because you are the bomb. Let me just tell you that right now. But with that being said, I'm going to get 2 more cards. Spirit, what isn't group 2 acknowledging about themselves? Spirit, what isn't group 2 acknowledging about themselves? You're almost as if you're royal. We have the Page of Pentacles. See how we keep getting pentacles? So yeah, maybe you could be financially stable, or you really have a really high chance of becoming financially stable because of the information that you know. I feel like you guys are very smart people, or maybe it's just your personality. It's like something about you makes it easy for you to become rich or stable. And then 3 of Cups was showing itself to me again. So friendship, maybe you're someone it's easy to attract friends, even if you feel like you don't have any, or people don't like you. It's more than likely it probably is because of that, because of the fact that you can get along with everyone if you really wanted to. But what I was saying before is that you have the qualities, you have the attractiveness, you have the personality, you have the mindset, and you have the smartness to become something in life. So maybe you need to acknowledge that, because we have the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. We have so many pentacles here. And then again, and the Emperor being in the middle, so all of this is ruled by the Emperor. You're someone that and then Judgment, you're someone that is very much able to have a lot of power. A lot of power. Like, it's crazy. Even magic as well. This Hierophant here. But Spirit, what is something that group 2 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? I heard value. Maybe there's something about your voice. Maybe you have a really deep or raspy voice, and if not, it's very assertive. Spirit, what is okay, that wanted to come out then. Okay, I hear you. We have the Hangman, and then Okay, so one thing that I just definitely heard is one of the burdens could be the simple fact that you think too much. You're able to find out a lot without anyone having to tell you anything. And sometimes that is a burden because it's like, this person, it doesn't mean me any well, and I kind of really had a good time with them, and now I know that they're not real, so that kind of ruins things. You find out things that you necessarily don't want to find out. And I feel like you have the extreme capability of finding out a lot of things with only little to none, well, little to no clues at all. Very inquisitive is what I'm hearing. But I do think that this mindset also generates a lot of happiness for you. Now with the World card being in the middle, once again, it's almost as if it's almost inevitable for you to become something in life. You are the glue. That's what I'm saying. You're the completion. You complete things. I feel like this could be a completing lifetime. You're going to learn something this lifetime, I heard, that's going to complete your journey. The journey is never over, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I feel like you're very, very, very smart. And this is just giving me otherworldly vibes. Like, that's crazy. You're someone that's very, very powerful, which is why you could have went through the certain circumstances that you went through. Because let me tell you this, I guarantee you, I 100% guarantee you that you're someone that's extremely powerful. You possess something that's very powerful. It could be an actual item. It can be your mindset. It could be your beauty. Something about you is extremely powerful. I'm hearing soul, something very beautiful about you. And it's crazy. With that being said, I'm gonna get some oracle cards on what you can do. And then your bottom deck energy was the Eight of Wands. So I just think things work fast for you, or it's simple that like you're very outgoing, like fiery type energy. You could be a fire sign, like an Aries or something, and like if you want something, you're gonna go and get it. But let's get these oracle cards. It could be very soft-spoken. I know I said like fiery and assertive, but that's also a possibility. But Spirit, what can group 2 do? Spirit, what can group 2 do? Okay. That one is to come out movement. Oh, this is a really nice card. Spirit, what could group 2 do? Spirit, what could group 2 do? Spirit, what can group 2 do? Spirit, what can group 2 do? Okay, we have spend time with friends. Maybe you want to watch pile 1 because that did, like, I feel like it would connect you. We have hydrate. Spirit, what could group 2 do? Spirit, what could group 2 do? We have be still. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I do definitely feel like group 1 is really connected to you. So you might want to watch group 1. Okay, and then Sweet Treat showed itself to me, so maybe you want to bake something. Okay, this is not focusing. Maybe you might want to bake something, eat maybe something sweet, and then make an altar and create art. Okay. So we have movement, hydrate, spend time with friends, and be still. And then your bottom deck energy is family. So let's put this right here. So yeah, spend time with your family maybe. Burning bowl ritual. And then abundance planning. So maybe you want to like spend some time with your family, spend some time with your friends, because I do think that they could even generate a lot of happiness for you, or you generate a lot of happiness for them. We have burning bowl ritual, so maybe you might want to do that. Maybe get out, run, but obviously hydrate as well because you're gonna need water. Be still as well, so like balance things within yourself and in your life. But with that being said, yeah, group 2, that was your reading. I hope it helps you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, hello group 3, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what are some things you don't acknowledge about yourself, and let's just get started. So one thing that I am hearing, maybe like I'm not even trying to come for you guys, but maybe in the past you've let go of people. Oh wow, I didn't mean to do that. You've let go of people too easily. You left them because you couldn't deal with the commitment or the burden. You couldn't have that strength for this person. It's like, okay, I'm not emotionally available, so I'm gonna have to let you go. You ran away from commitment. You ran away from burden. You couldn't, like maybe you had a partner and they would vent. It's like, I can't deal with that, so you snuck around. Maybe this was you in the past, but now, or this, someone could have done this to you. But what I'm hearing is that you're no longer like that. You've acknowledged, you've moved past that. You've acknowledged the fact that you used to be like that, and now you're like, okay, whatever. This could also mean that people have done this to you, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna succeed. So I feel like you've achieved some sort of success while you dealt with all of these things, feeling like you were the burden, feeling like this has a lot to do with you, feeling like people had to sneak away from you because you had too much going on in your life, because you had to have strength for the stuff that happened in your life, because you had attachment issues. Okay, so I'm hearing that there's a sense of you being attached to people and them not being attached to you, therefore you felt like you had to run away from them. There's a sense of running. I feel like you do a lot of running. Maybe in the past you did, but now you don't anymore. There's a sense of a lot of tricky stuff going on for you guys. You could have had a possessive person in your life, very possessive, because you had to sneak around because, oh, okay, so one thing I'm hearing is that now if this person vents to you, you gotta act like you're sad as well. So you have to sneak around. You have to sneak and be happy. Yeah, okay. So this is how you were supposed to act with this person. Meanwhile, you felt like this. So you had to sneak to go and express the happiness of yourself. So you had to maybe hide your inner self a lot more than you would have liked to. We have strength. So I definitely feel like there's a sense of hiding. Going and hiding. Because you realize how no one's face is showing except for strength. They have their head buried in the wands. You only see half of their face because they're too busy running and being sneaky. We only see half of this person's face and both of their faces are covered. So there's a sense of hiding who you truly are. You had to hide this. And I feel like you don't acknowledge the fact of how much stuff you went through. You don't acknowledge the success that you've had. You don't acknowledge achievements that you have achieved. You don't acknowledge the fact that you were able to survive this, because hiding yourself, your true self, is something that's very hard and really, has an effect on people. Now we have the 5 swords. Then we have the 5 of cups. Okay. Wow, okay. This wants to keep moving. And then we have the 4 swords. Okay, so I feel like you were tired of running. You were tired of being sneaky. Yeah, this person, you probably had a really big situation with someone that was very manipulative and didn't like when people were happy when they weren't. You were so tired of having to run back and forth between being happy and being like everything is falling apart. It's like almost as if you had to pretend. You had to hide who you were. You had to sneak around and be who you were. You had to go in hiding, and you were so tired of that. At some point you were pitying yourself. You're like, why is this my life? And then I feel like you had arguments with these people a lot. Like your opinion was never correct. It was never correct. There's a sense of you can't say how you feel because people don't believe you, or people think you're not right. People think that you're not capable of having a valid opinion. So it's like you gotta be like, okay, you just gotta sneak around. You can't be your true self. There's a sense of not being your true self, because you see, once again, these faces aren't showing. So the fact that you were able to live through that, and the fact that you are still the amazing person you are now, and you didn't allow that to affect you so much up to the point where you no longer, like, you didn't do anything stupid, it's something that you're not acknowledging about yourself. You're not acknowledging the fact, yeah, you could have been gaslighted a lot. So I feel like you're not acknowledging the fact that your feelings are real. I feel like this person brainwashed you. You feel like you're not deserving of love. Maybe you feel like you're not deserving of feeling bad. You got to run away from feeling bad. Maybe this person even told you that you couldn't feel bad. Or or on your own. You always got to be happy. Toxic positivity at the same time, while also having toxic negativity as well. Now let's get some more cards, because this is a very tricky, manipulative energy I'm getting, to be honest. But Spirit, what is some... Okay, what card is this? Yeah, we have the 9 of Wands. Okay, Spirit. Wow, coming over the 10 of Wands. Spirit, what are some things that group 3 don't acknowledge about themselves? Spirit, what are some things group 3 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? What card is that? Spirit, what are some things group 3 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? Spirit, what are some things group 3 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out reversed. Okay, I'm not, like, did I? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm like, wait, did I get another card? Yes, no, but okay. I'm gonna get one more card to be in the middle, and oh my God, I hate when these things move. Spirit, what are some things group 3 don't acknowledge about themselves? Okay. Spirit, what are some things group 3... Okay, what cards are these? Spirit, what are some things group 3 don't acknowledge about themselves? Okay, so one thing I'm hearing, that you were never able to be stable. Spirit, what are some things group 3 don't acknowledge about themselves? Okay, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, one thing that I am hearing, yeah. You dealt with a lot of argumentative people. You probably got into a lot of arguments with people simply because of the fact that they could never see your point of view for whatever reason, maybe because they thought they were always right. And you're just like, I can't do this with them anymore. I feel like this person did push you to be something very successful simply because of the fact that there's the Knight of Pentacles, which is, I feel like you guys were working really hard and weren't really getting anything out of it, or you were working really hard but seeing no meaning to it. So I'm feeling like there was just a lot of confusion, a lot of different problems surrounding your life, but you're still here, you're still trying your best, and you need to acknowledge that about yourself. You had a really rocky past, so you can't blame yourself for the tendencies that you have, the habits that you have, the thinking that you have, because I feel like you went through a lot of manipulation and toxicity in general. I feel like people fought with you. They told you, oh, this is your last chance or I'm leaving you, stuff like that. This is a really toxic type energy, and I feel like you went through this and it really scarred you, to be honest. And Spirit wants you to know that you have strength. You had strength through this whole entire thing. You still did you. You still continue to be the really good person you are. I feel like it made you in a way. But I definitely think Spirit wants you to acknowledge what you've been through, to move past this, because there's a lot of moving past this. In order to move past this, you need to acknowledge it. But let's get some oracle cards to see what you can do, because this is crazy. Like, I didn't really get anything out of this reading. Like, it was just all over the place. And it's so crazy because group 1 and group 2 came to me so effortlessly. Like, I get what the tarot is saying, but it's like so hard to like verbalize. If anything, it's just a whole bunch of like pain, anger. The Spirit, what can group 3 do? Spirit, what can group 3 do? Okay, we have make a meal. I think this is aromatherapy. Spirit, what can group 3 do? Oh. Spirit, what can group 3 do? Spirit, what can group 3 do? Relax is what I heard. But we have, okay. We have connect with the nature. Let me zoom this out a bit. So let's fix this. Connect with nature, meditate, have some time alone. Find yourself, maybe exercise, take a hike is what I'm hearing. Definitely is what I'm hearing. Why does this seem like, I think it's oh yeah, it is. It seems so crooked to me and it's irritating me really badly. Okay. So your bottom deck energy is beauty ritual. And then we have a dream journal. I feel like your dreams could be very important to you, or they're showing you things, but clear your energy field. Yeah, repel these people. You need these people out of your life. So we have aromatherapy, make a meal, connect with nature, movement, beauty ritual, clear your energy field, and dream journal. So connect with yourself more, because you don't need people. Heal. Take the time to heal. I feel like you do definitely need healing. Maybe even go to a therapist or whatever. Take some time to just nurture yourself, because I feel like there is a sense of always being there for people but never being there for yourself, just because of the simple fact that you're a really, really good person. So to me, I'm definitely seeing take some time to yourself and become one with yourself. But with that being said, group 3, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 4, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what are some things you don't acknowledge about yourself, and let's just get started. Okay, we have the Hangman, the 10 of Cups, not 10 of Cups, oh my god, the 10 of Swords reversed, the 2 of Swords reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the 3 of Cups. So one thing that I'm seeing here, you guys went through something that was so traumatizing. You could have had a near-death experience or something close to that, and you survived it. I'm feeling like you guys went through something that was pretty like extreme, like really extreme, up to the point where it literally felt like it was eating you up inside or killing you up inside or whatever it was. I feel like it was something very traumatic with this 10 of Swords, because the 10 of Swords is like at your absolute lowest. You can't get any lower than that. But the fact it's reversed, I'm seeing that you've survived something. You survived something, and I don't think you give yourself enough credit for this. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You survived this, and that's what all that matters. You survived it. You're very strong for that, and I feel like one thing I'm hearing that the reason why this happened, I'm starting to feel very anxious. It's like what happened was you did your best to make other people feel happy. You did your best healing other people, and you did, but you neglected yourself. It is literally the next day. I forgot why. I think it ran out of storage, and then I literally just did not have the energy to do it anymore. But I was saying that you've neglected yourself for so long, up to the point where you've reached your lowest. And I definitely feel like you were still able to function, is what I'm hearing. You were still able to pull through to certain people while feeling like this. And I definitely feel like you're not acknowledging that as much as you should be, because you were still able to have fun with other people. You were still able. I'm also hearing that you never even acknowledged it to begin with. It was your lowest, but you didn't like fully accept it so much, up to the point where it wasn't even as bothering you as much as I'm seeing it right here. But with that being said, I'm going to get your bottom deck energy. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 6 of Swords. A lot of sword energy. And then, oh wow, 4 of Swords. Yeah, so okay guys, after many times of restarting this and pausing it, okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. So I'm definitely seeing that maybe you had to move. Oh my god, okay, I'm hearing, wow, okay, I'm getting a picture or a story. You have maybe fought for something so hard. It could be a relationship, actual family member, or friendship, or whatever, a situation, a business, whatever. You fought for something so hard. You could have even argued with people. You maybe had fake friends, something of that nature. But the storyline that I'm getting is you fought for something so hard. Maybe you had the tendency of giving up, or maybe you had the tendency of staying with something because you feel like deep down you know that it could work, and you're waiting for that. You're falling in love with potential instead of what's happening. And I feel like you had to move on from something. Maybe a loved one has passed, and you suffered for it. Like you really felt bad about it, and it was something that you're living with and you're continuously living with. But I am hearing that you were able to move on from this hurt, and you are a very, very strong person, a very, very strong person. And I feel like you need to acknowledge this more. You need to give yourself rest. You need to rest more. I'm hearing that you just had a really, really bad side of the coin, or a part of the deal. Like it's crazy. I'm gonna get some more cards. Look at how many sword energy. Wow, that's so crazy. Spirit, what is something group 4 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? We had the Knight of Wands showing itself to me. So I'm definitely seeing that you're someone that likes, you're always there for people. You're always freaking there for people, and I feel like no one is ever there for you. Wow, another sword. Okay, we're gonna get one more, or 2 more cards. Spirit, what is something, okay, Spirit, what is something group 4 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? Spirit, what is something group 4 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, I'm already getting a storyline from this too. Spirit, what is something group 4 doesn't acknowledge about themselves? So with this Ace of, okay. Bottom deck energy is the Star. Yes, I'm not surprised that this came out. Okay, we have the Star as your bottom deck energy. So with this Ace of Cups being on this side of the fence, I'm definitely seeing that you've moved on from a lot of stuff, and you've healed, or you're trying to heal from a lot of stuff. You were able to still manifest opportunities. You were able to still feel, regardless of feeling numb, regardless of being out in the cold. You were able to move on from this, or you're trying to move on from this. And I just have a feeling there's just a sense of being very lonely. Maybe you fought very hard for something and got nothing but heartbreak out of this, with this 3 of Swords being over here. This 3 of Cups is really giving me like you had someone and then you lost them, or you lost multiple people, and maybe you argued with these people a lot, or they didn't see your point of view, or they left you with this 5 of Pentacles. So I'm just hearing that you had a really difficult time when it comes down to people. And then we have the Star, but we have the Star, and then we have the Hierophant. I'm feeling like, okay, and then we have the 10 of Wands. So I'm feeling like, yeah, okay, I'm feeling like it could be a family member that you had to move on from with this Hierophant. But if not, it was just something, I feel like now you're committed to, maybe with the new year starting, you're committed to focusing on yourself. You're letting these burdens down. You're like, no, I'm no longer burdening myself. It's time for me to stick up for myself. Maybe in the past, this could be in the past, people have maybe bullied you, and now maybe they don't even bully you anymore, and now you're the Star, but it's still, your past is still very sword-like. It's still very treacherous. I'm definitely seeing that you're focusing on yourself more, and I just definitely feel like you need to acknowledge the fact that you've been through a lot, and the fact that you're even still walking is significant, literally. Like, that's just crazy. That's honestly crazy. So I just feel like you need to acknowledge your worth more. You're worth a lot more than you think. And even if you feel like you are worth it and you know your worth, maybe this could have been a sense of you not knowing it in the past. With that being said, I'm going to get you some oracle cards on what you can do. Honestly, okay, let me just shuffle these first. I feel like you're a very soft and gentle minded person. You might even be a fiery person now, because you had to be that way because people kept walking over you. People kept taking you for granted. Spirit, what should group 4 do? Okay. We have nourish your temple. I heard take care of yourself because no one will do it for you. Spirit, what should group 4 do? I heard make a fort, so maybe do something fun, like awaken your inner child, because like I said, this could be something in the past, like a child, like in your childhood you're bullied, or like people just constantly done you wrong, people constantly left you when they promised you for life, and now it's like you didn't really get to enjoy your childhood because of this. But I hear you are going to be awakening your inner child, maybe. Spirit, what should group 4 do? Spirit, what should group 4 do? Spirit, what should group 4 do? Okay, wow. We have connect with crystals. And we have movement. Okay, so one thing that I am definitely getting is connect with yourself. Fall in love with yourself. And then, wow, your bottom neck energy is ground yourself. Yeah, so I feel like all this energy you put into people, all this energy you put into making sure everyone else good, put that same energy and more energy into yourself. Maybe connect with your ancestors as well. Maybe, focus on yourself, focus on maybe even your family, or just all of your ancestors that are a part of you, because they are a part of you. Connecting maybe your chakras. I heard maybe some of them are not aligned or whatever. We do have connect with crystals. There's a lot of connecting cards together. So I'm definitely hearing this is something that you definitely need to focus on. Ground yourself. Maybe you feel like you're floating in air and like nothing's going right, you're just like you don't know what to do. Focus on yourself, meditate, movement, go out, eat healthy, because that has something to do with, and actually a lot to do with how you feel, the way you think, just literally your whole life in general. But wow, that was really crazy. But yeah, group 4, that was your reading. I hope that helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.